I think that as we invent cities, people with different kinds of brains are better able to survive in cities. So now that we've invented cities, we're advantaging people with certain kinds of brains. And therefore, I think in 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 years, just like the milk example, there'll be different people as a result of something we humans manufactured that we made. And I could keep giving you examples of this. There's in the book, I have another example of they're called the sea nomads. They live in the Philippines. These are people who don't live on land. They live on houseboats that sail around the Pacific. For thousands of years, they've had this lifestyle. And they dive for their food. So they forage on the seabed. They are the world's best free divers. They spend hours per day underwater. They can hold their breath longer than anyone else. And they do it nothing except with weights and wooden goggles. They dive down into the seabed and forage, and they hunt underwater with spears. Okay? They hunt underwater with spears. It's mind-boggling.
Wow.
And but they have evolved to have different spleens and different oxygen metabolism than you and I. So those among them that could survive the dives fed their families, made more babies, and now we think this happened 2,000 years ago. They're different. The ones that couldn't died.
Right.
So their invention of a seafaring way of life, their invention of a way of living at sea, the boat technology, the spear fishing technology, the invention of those technologies creates an environment, a cultural environment around them, which modifies natural selection and changes the kind of genes that those people have. These are discussed in Blueprint, and there are many examples of this.
I want to see an image of these goggles that they create.
Yeah, if you Google, they're little
crazy.
slitted goggles. If you Google Sea Nomad goggle, you may come up with it. And let me give you.
What are they using for a lens?
There's no lens.
What?
Yeah, they're little slits.
So what's the point?
I didn't look at the technology at that level, but let me just find
you. If there's no lens, then it doesn't protect your eyes.
I think it may reduce glare underwater, by having you look through slits.
It's got some glass or something on it. It's got something on it. I can see it.
Huh.
Well, no, because they didn't have glass, or maybe they.
Well, it's like a piece of it. The one this kid's holding up has got something on it.
Let me see.
Well, that looks like
that's different.
that's an actual
that's a modern thing.
scuba.
Yeah.
That's what it says he's holding up a wooden diving mask.
Yeah, he may have made it from wood, but the ancient one, yeah, this is the bajau. So if you look at, can you find
I'm looking, but
goggle? I mean, it'll be hard to find. Maybe no one's put it on. And now, of course, they have modern technology, so they can.
Right.
They can.
Those are totally modern plastic.
Yes, but
Wow.
they used to have these wooden goggles.
Anyway, your
They're
point is
unbelievable.
that they adapted rather to this new lifestyle, sort of
Yes.
like
Genetically adapted.
Yes, like the Inuit have developed this ability to not get frostbite and to not get numb fingers in cold weather.
I did not know that example, but that
Yeah.
would be an example of that.
Yeah, this is an example from, I believe they were talking about it from Alaska, that they did genetic testing on these people, and they
have different
circulation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that
They
would be
stay
another
warmer.
example of just exactly that example. I didn't
Yeah.
put that one in the book, but yes.